Actress Olivia Munn is an early investor in Uber and stands to make a lot of money, and she picked the worst possible way to celebrate. Hey everyone, this is Kevin the Apptrepreneur, and first of all, I want to say two things before we get started. First of all, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, including my own. Thank you for everything you do, and you are truly the unsung heroes of the world. I know Mother's Day is kind of I know it was a holiday pretty much invented to sell more, greeting cards and other little trinkets, but you know what? I think most of us who have really good mothers have always truly appreciated what they do, and we would not be where we are if mothers did not make the sacrifices that they make. My mother certainly made many sacrifices, both professionally and personally, for me and my brother, and, I live partially every day to try to make her and my dad, in all fairness, proud and not let their sacrifices and good lessons and teachings go to waste. Second thing I have to mention, it's very, very unfortunate we have to be talking about this particular story on Mother's Day. Hence, one of the reasons we have that big preface about why mothers are so great. Because actress Olivia Munn made a savvy Uber investment in 2011, but was roasted for a now deleted tweet about it people called tone deaf. Now, who is Olivia Munn? Well, she's an actress. I believe her most recent movie was The Predator. Absolutely classic film. And I'm not going to reveal exactly why this is considered tone deaf. It's very, very ironic that she got caught up in this Uber controversy. Now, people like me are talking about her. But we're going to look at the tweet, what some people said, and why this is such a big deal. So, the Hollywood star Olivia Munn, famous for stints on The Daily Show and The Newsroom, as well as movies like X-Men Apocalypse and Magic Mike. Oh, Magic Mike, yeah, that's an excellent movie. Made a savvy investment in Uber in 2011, the actress revealed in a tweet on Friday. But her tweet, which patted both Uber and herself on the back on its initial public offering day, rubbed many people the wrong way, as evidenced by the scorching replies to it. She deleted the tweet later on Friday after the backlash, but it should be known that as of this recording, she has not apologized for it, and she probably really should apologize for it, although we're going to see why that might not be so easy. Quote, in 2011, I invested in Uber when it had only about 7,000 cars in just a few cities and 1.8 million in net revenue, Munn wrote in the now deleted tweet. To see how much it's grown has been truly remarkable. Excited to see all the places Uber will take us in the future. And by the way, she did it with this picture of the Fearless Girl statue in front of the Uber banner. It gets so worse. So one person replied, "We get it, you're rich." Another person said, "You should really read up on their hostile work environment, shady business practices, and the fact that one of their main innovations is taking a traditional middle-class job and turning it into poverty wages." Another person replied, "On Wednesday, drivers for both Uber and Lyft engaged in protests and strikes demanding higher wages." In a similar vein, one commentator responded to Munn's reference that Uber had 7,000 in 2007 by saying, "Uber has 0 cars, they all belong to the drivers." Now, you can understand why some people would respond to any tweet like that, but why is it one more tweet. "You are abusing the message of the statue," one person wrote. "Throughout Uber's existence, it has been the subject of at least 49 scandals as chronicled by Business Insider's Kate Taylor and Benjamin Goggin. Those have included multiple allegations of sexual harassment." And now we're going to actually explore why she got particularly slammed for this. And because some of you might not be super aware of Olivia Munn's politics. Now, I am aware of most actors and actresses' politics. I wish I wasn't, but I usually am because they're very vocal about them. And she is especially vocal about her politics. Why? Because she's a leader in the Me Too movement and the Time's Up initiative. Now, I think we all know what Me Too and Time's initiative is, but here, Me Too is this movement that was started. I don't think she herself started it. I think that was Alyssa Milano, if I remember, but I could be wrong. And that was, if you have been a victim of sexual assault, #me too. Went really big. And she's a big proponent of the Time's Up initiative, where it's like, which the whole idea behind that is like, men in power have been abusing that power for years, and time's up for them. Time is up for predators. Time's up for them. Me too. Now, here's the thing. I don't want to completely throw these movements under the bus, because I do believe it is good that some of these problems have come to light. And these are problems. Don't act like they're not. But it's also been a little bad, because a lot of people who, chant these movements' names end up being, well, problematic themselves. For that matter, this movement has also destroyed careers of people that we know are predators, but it's also destroyed careers of people who we don't know for certain if they're predators. And therefore, I'm of the belief of like, look, listen, believe, but verify. I want there to be proof. Now, she got a couple of Me Too and Time's Up movements where she accused of X-Men and Rush Hour director Brett Ratner of sexual misconduct. And she also got a scene cut from The Predator when he was a registered sex offender. Okay, I guess this is going to get demonetized because I'm using those words now. And she has spoken very clearly against abuse of women, the sexual assault problems in Hollywood, and she has criticized Trump for basically not protecting the middle class. Yeah. And you can see what the problem is. A woman who complains about sexual assault culture, the Time's Up initiative, and has complained about Donald Trump for not taking care of the middle class, she's investing in Uber, a company that exploits the middle class, has a huge sexual assault problem. Women who drive for Uber are so far from protected. Most won't even drive because they don't feel safe driving for Uber. And her response is to talk about how great they are and put this statue, which is the Fearless Girl statue. My goodness, woman. Are you an idiot or what? Now, that's not to say she's a bad actress. I don't think she's particularly great, but she's not terrible. I mean, she's like most actresses and actors, good enough to pass, but that is just extremely tone deaf. I mean, it said, well, not only was it tone deaf, it was stupid. That was a very, very stupid thing to do, and hypocritical. I think I don't know for sure, but there was a situation with all the money in the world where after Kevin Spacey was outed by Anthony Rapp as being a predator as well, Ridley Scott decided he wanted to replace Spacey with Christopher Plummer. And they did, and they bragged about how everybody basically did it for free, because it was just the right thing to do. We could not let Kevin Spacey be in this movie. And then in fact came out later on that Mark Wahlberg actually got paid very well for the reshoots. He got paid like $10 million, and in his contract, he basically had the veto power over Ridley Scott. And if he said no reshoots were going to happen. So he wouldn't say yes to reshoots until he got paid handsomely. Whereas Michelle Williams got paid scale. Story broke, and she was one of the people who actually demanded that Mark Wahlberg abuse his power, and therefore he should donate his check to the Time's Up initiative movement. And he did, because that didn't look good. I mean, I would argue that he had no reason to be ashamed about that. That's business, and Hollywood is a business, but it looked insensitive to a lot of people, so, he did it. Well, you know what? Olivia Munn, here's the thing. You have been on the Me Too and Time's Up initiative movement platform. You say that you care about protecting the middle class and women, and yet you have invested heavily in a company that, well, abuses women. And I would even argue maybe even condones abusing women, because they never actually do real initiatives to make their service safer. And they prey on the middle class. So you know what, Miss Munn, I'm going to make a demand of you. I demand that you sell your shares, like immediately, as soon as you can. If you have to wait 6 months, that's fine. Sell your shares and donate everything you make to a charity that protects the middle class, that shelters abused women. Donate all of it to one of your causes. Do not keep a single cent of Uber's money, because to do so would be very hypocritical. Very hypocritical. Apologize. Say you did not know, and you know what? Even though this deal is worth millions of dollars, I am going to donate all of it to this shelter because it's the right thing to do. You should not be profiting off the abuse of the middle class and women. Seems unreasonable? Well, you demanded Mark Wahlberg demand his entire all the money in the world salary, or at least the reshoot money. So, you know what? I'm going to make that demand of you. This was a very, very bad look. She should have kept her mouth shut. By the way, she's not going to do that. She's so totally not going to do that. But I feel like it's a warranted request to make after everything she's said. But now I'm going to leave the question off to you. What do you think of this? Do you think she was wrong? Do you think this is being blown way out of proportion? I'd love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy my videos, consider becoming a Patreon member. It's totally optional, of course, but even as little as $1 a month goes a long way to helping the channel run smoothly and get access to my Patreon's exclusive blog. Also, check out the GetUp side app. If gas is getting too high, you will get cash back on every gas purchase. Subscribe to the Apptrepreneur Vlogs channel. There's new content every week, and we're going to start having more like every couple days. There's already a couple news stories that are winding up on that channel that are not going to be here. And finally, check us out on the Apptrepreneur Hangouts. You have to be approved to join, but we've been approving most people, and you can talk to me and other people who are part of this community. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.